All right, Scorpio, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ryan with Arrows of Love. Today we're going to do your love and astrology reading for May 2021. I'm doing this mid-month. Today is May 11th, and today is a new moon in Taurus. New moons always occur when the moon conjoins with the sun in the sky. Taurus is your seventh house. It is 7 signs past Scorpio. And the seventh house is about marriage, one-on-one relationships, clients in your business. It also has to do with legal contracts. So this is a really great time for starting something new on the love front or the marriage front. The thing is about this new moon, it's going to be very close to Uranus. Uranus has been camped out in your 7th house in Taurus for the last several years. It's going to be there for quite a few more years. It's going to really shake things up. Oh, the dog is having a little bit of a moment. Casey. So Taurus is, Uranus is in your 7th house right now. It's really going to shake things up over the next several years. But this new moon has something to do with change in relationships. Something switches, something dynamic happens that could really spark a new romance or bring romance back into your love life. That's happening today on the 11th. Also today, messenger planet Mercury. This is what's on your mind. This is what you're learning. This is your busy house. This is your local communities. It is making a conjunction with the north node of the moon. And this is where the eclipses happen. And we're going to have eclipses happen later on this month, and I'll get more to that. But Mercury conjoining the north node, this has an element of destiny to it. Modern astrologers would say the north node points to your life path. And right now, the nodes of the moon are sitting in the Gemini-Sagittarius axis, and Mercury's crossing over it. So really pay attention to what's happening to you over the next couple of days, Scorpio, because there's an element of destiny here. It's showing you your path. So really pay attention to the messages that you're getting. And messages related to joint finances, joint ventures, other people's money, things unseen or hidden. This also has to do with intimacy as well. So you could be dealing with some intimate matters, things unseen. It's the 8th house. Gemini is 8 signs past Scorpio. You are the 8th house, so you have a connection to Gemini, generally speaking. So these are the definitely themes that could be running true for you over the next couple of weeks. Mercury is going to go retrograde later on this month, May 30th through June 22nd. It's going to station direct at 24 degrees of Gemini, and then it's going to appear to be moving backwards in the sky through June 22nd till 16 degrees of Gemini, where it'll station direct and then start moving forward again. So this is Mercury retrograde period. It lasts about 3 weeks. It's always a time for review, slowing down. Mercury rules Gemini. This is going to have a huge impact on communication, on travel, short distance travel. Be careful of accidents, be careful on the road, take your time. Technology could get a little bit funky. Anything dealing with advertising or marketing could get a little bit funky over the next couple of weeks. And Mercury is going to go into its shadow phase. This is where it's going to retrograde at the end of the week. So it's going to be a big one. And the North Node, the Air of Destiny, is all a part of this. So really pay attention to what's happening in communication. Anything with joint finances, other people's money, inheritance, the death and rebirth process, transformation, anything you're working on, and sex, intimacy. This is all part of it. Another interesting point about this is Venus retrograded in the same area last summer. So anything that was happening last summer regarding intimacy, sex, romance, joint finances, you can see these themes come up again during this retrograde period. Another big thing happening this month in May is Jupiter is going to switch signs. It's in Aquarius right now. For you, Scorpio, that's happening in your 4th house of home, family, roots. You could be moving during this time, switching locations. Saturn and Jupiter are sitting in that 4th house right now, so it's going to completely make this area over for you. So anything dealing with family issues or potential issues in the home could very well come up during this time. But Jupiter is now going to move out of Aquarius and into the next sign of Pisces on May 13th. So just in a couple days, it's going to be there for a few months until the end of July. Then it's going to retrograde back into Aquarius and do another review of that 4th house. But Jupiter moving into the 5th is very lucky. Jupiter in ancient astrology rules Pisces, and its modern ruler Neptune is sitting there right now. So Pisces for you is the 5th house. It's 5 signs past Scorpio. 5th house is about fun and romance. It's about children. It's about sports and games. It's a pleasurable house. It's ruled by the sun. It's very happy. It's known to be a house of karmic rewards. So take advantage of it. And Jupiter is the planet of good luck, expansion, karmic justice, spirituality. There's an element of spirituality here too. I suspect most of you Scorpios, if you're looking, you could definitely meet someone during this time. If you're single, if you are partnered up, you could very well decide to have children over the next year. Jupiter will move permanently into Pisces next year, but it's going to give us a little bit of a preview as to what this transit's going to be like during May, June, and most of July. It's extremely beneficial. Pisces is another water sign. Those are making trining aspects. That's a 120-degree angle. It's natural blessings that are going to come to you. And Jupiter expands whatever it touches. So that 5th house, it's going to be a very pleasurable time for you, generally speaking. But Saturn's going to remain in Aquarius, and that 4th house of home and family, it's still going to be making that over until at least 2023. So be aware of that. Your ancient ruler, Mars, is in Cancer right now. It's in its fall position. Cancer is 9 signs past Scorpio. The 9th house has to do with higher education, brushing up on skills, foreign land, foreign people, spirituality, religion, ideals, beliefs. So you might be, taking a moment to be assessing that in terms of family, because Cancer rules the family, and Saturn's sitting over in your 4th house of family. So it's got a strong family element to it. Mars is in its fall position in Cancer. This can point to some stressful family dynamics. Watch for falls in particular. Things with mom happening. This points to conflicts with women, conflicts with possible pregnancy, reproduction. So Mars is going to leave Cancer on June 11th, so we still have basically a month to go. But before it leaves, it's going to be making an opposition over to Pluto sitting in Capricorn. That is your 3rd house of communication. Pluto is your modern ruler. Mars is your ancient ruler. They're making that opposition. This points to powerful power dynamics happening, possibly within the family, some really strong communication. You're going to really want to watch what's happening around that June 11th timeframe, because this is really when the noise of Mars gets kicked up to about 12, because it's going to make that opposition over to Pluto, and Pluto rules death and rebirth and transformation, riches, but it can also point to power struggles. The end of the month, we're going to get into eclipse season. We are headed toward eclipse season now. The first of the eclipse will be a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius on May 26th. And for you, Scorpio, that's going to happen in your 2nd house. The 2nd house rules money, possessions, resources, your self-worth, what we value. It's a house of value. And the eclipses will be happening over the next, another year yet. And then we'll have a total solar eclipse happen in early June in Gemini, and that's going to happen in the 8th. And that's why I'm telling you, pay really close attention to what's happening today and tomorrow, because this will give you a sneak peek as to what's going to happen on these eclipses. Eclipses are always endings. Eclipses bring things to a culmination. So anything dealing with, like I said, sex, taxes, death, the rebirth process, transformation, digging deep, the subconscious, things hidden. Those will be big themes for you overall, Scorpio. So that's the general astrology for May. You have a lot going on. Eclipse season brings in a lot of endings and new beginnings. So we will see what this all translates for you. So we're going to do your love tarot reading. Like I said, Jupiter's heading into that romance sector in a couple days here, and it's going to be there until the end of July. So it's a good sneak peek as to what could be coming for you if you're single. It's time to put yourself out there. Things are opening up across the country, so now is the time, I think, especially with summer, to start getting yourself out there if you're single. If you're partnered up, now is the time to start spicing up that romance life again. So what we're going to do this time around, Scorpio, is I'm going to pull one card from the Angels Oracle, 3 cards for you, 3 cards for your love interest. Doesn't matter if you're single, partnered up. We're going to get some insight into what's happening on both sides. Okay. Keep in mind, these are general readings. Messages won't resonate with all of you. Take a look at your ascendant, moon, and Venus signs if this reading doesn't resonate with you. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on with you. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay. Jupiter's going to move into Pisces in that 5th house of romance in a couple of days. So now is the time to get yourself out there, like I said. But divine timing is at work. Divine timing is Jupiter. It's all about timing. It's karma. It's divine justice. So you got to trust the universe has a plan for you, Scorpio. All right, let's take a look at the tarot. Like I said, I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, 3 cards for your love interest. 10 of Cups. This is the best card in the tarot, in my opinion. Magician. Queen of Cups, very nice. Good things happening for you overall, Scorpio. 6 of Cups for them. King of Cups, lots of Cups energy. Wow. Lots of emotion happening. And the Sun, wow. Great reading. So you're waiting for something. You definitely have been working towards something. You have the Magician. The Magician is the manifestation card. The Magician is in control of the suits of the tarot, right? He holds the wand. That's his passion. He's got the cup on the table. He's in charge of his emotion. He's emotionally mature. He's got the sword. The sword represents thoughts. So he's in control of his thoughts. He knows how to focus. And he's also got the pentacle on the table too, so he's good with resources. So this is a manifestation card. This is you bringing about what it is you want, and you're working toward the happy life, right? Happy home, happy kids. 10 of Cups is emotional abundance and emotional fulfillment. That's what you're getting toward, or that's what you're feeling right now, like you've been working really hard towards this. And this could be you. The Queen of Cups is a water sign, so this could represent Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But the Queen of Cups is emotionally mature, has the emotions under control. It's very nurturing. It's got a moon-like quality to it. The moon right now there's going to be a new lunar cycle happening in that 7th house of partnerships. So you might be really focused on your partners right now, and things might feel really good overall, like you're sitting in a really great place. Or this is what you're trying to manifest overall. A happy home, happy family. You're emotionally abundant. You have your passion. You're in control of your thoughts. You have resources to make things happen. And you're sitting pretty right now on that throne. On the other side, also pretty good stuff. Overall, 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups can represent service or work. So they're working toward making this a happy family, a happy relationship. They could be putting in the effort, right? This is the effort that you're looking for. You need that emotional stability to feel happy, Scorpio. You are a water sign, so you need the emotion to be flowing freely. And this person definitely, I mean, you have the Cups, you have 2 of them. You have the divine lovers here. You have the King and the Queen. So in the same vein, the King is also emotionally mature, knows what they want, very nurturing. This is really great for creating things. Water builds, water binds, water combines. So you're combining with this other person, and it's worth waiting for, which means maybe you don't have it quite yet, but you're just on the precipice of it. It's very, very close. This has a soulmate energy type to it. These are divine lovers. These are meant to be together. Now remember what I said. Venus is going to be in that 8th house. She's in Gemini right now, so it's a lot of things on intimacy and nurturing and going deep and assessing your relationships. And Mercury is going to be retrograding through this area as well. So, if you're on a strong relationship, things get better. You might have to review something. If things are shaky, the Cracks in the foundation will be shown, and you both have the emotional maturity to work through it. And the Sun card, they have the Sun at the very end. This is a very happy card. This also signifies children. Like I said, if you're in a happy relationship right now, Jupiter moving into that 5th house signifies children. I suspect many Scorpios over the next year or so are going to become pregnant or start having children. This is indicative of that. There's also children present in the 6 of Cups here as well. If you're single and looking, you're manifesting this divine love. And it's going to make you really happy, the Sun card. The Sun right now is sitting in Taurus. This is your 7th house of partnerships. It's all about those one-on-one relationships feeling good. Now, like I said, this new moon is going to recharge this energy for the next month. It's the new lunar cycle, but it's right next to Uranus. So things might come out of nowhere here, but overall, really good reading. Let's pull a card for the outcome. Like I said, Mercury is going into retrograde here, May 30th through the 22nd. 4 of Cups is a man that doesn't know what they want. So I pulled this out for the outcome, which means maybe everything's going pretty good, but maybe things are a little bit stagnant, or maybe you're considering having children and you're not sure if that's what you actually want, or maybe you're having another child, or you're considering it, something to that effect, or wanting to take it to the next level, not quite sure yet. Mercury is going to question those things. Give it a couple weeks. It's about 3 weeks, right? So you have until the end of the month before Mercury starts going into retrograde. It's going to shadow at the end of the week. So you're going to start, if you're feeling this energy coming up, that's the reason why. Give it some time. Don't rush to any conclusions. There's going to be a lot of communication happening, generally speaking, about intimacy, intimate matters, generally speaking. It doesn't have to be just about sex. It's just, things that are intimate to couples. And they're definitely going to come up during this time in a major way. So if you're feeling lethargic, you're not sure where things are going, you're going to have those answers, but give it till the end of this retrograde season. All right, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Until next time, we'll talk to you next month.